What's up? My nose? What's wrong with it though?
What's up? This is we gonna talk about a podcast, number one podcast somewhere in the world. And I'm your co-host Doritos. And the other co-host
Cuddles.
This we're gonna talk about a podcast episode number 88.
Good job.
We want you to, before we get into it, we want you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're gonna talk about podcasts to be on our road to 10,000 subscribers. You guys have been wonderful. You guys got us to, I think, 9,500 or something like that subscribers. So we're on the road to 10,000. Let's get it done. I want to say Happy Easter to everybody around this Easter Sunday. So it's a rainy Easter Sunday. So what's the episode about?
Obsessions.
And that was the name of the song that was played in the beginning, Obsess. And the name of the title of the podcast today is Obsessions. What about obsessions?
Obsession. So, to define the word is when an idea or thought that constantly preoccupies a person's mind.
What's that mean?
When you're constantly thinking about something all the time.
Okay.
Okay. So can I continue on?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says a persistent. Now this says disturbing preoccupation. I think that just means it's just too much, right? Like an addiction kind of sort of. Just to be that obsessed with a person or a thing is weird. With an often unreasonable idea, like you're truly consumed. It says then I was asking like, what is the reason for obsessions? It's because of could be from unmet emotional needs, lack of love, validation, sense of belonging, psychological.
What do you think obsession is?
This is why I think, because I really didn't really know. I don't think I've ever really been obsessed with anything. I've had addictions. I don't think I've been obsessed with anything. So this, and also to give people understanding what it is, I probably didn't really know what it was. And so psychological issues was trauma or low self-esteem. People obsessed with things like, and now you talking food, just eating for no reason. That's called gluttony. Then you have hobbies. People become obsessed with certain type of hobbies. People are obsessed with social media, their phones. People can be obsessed with a relationship, whether it be romantic, a friendship, or something that's online, and other connections. People are obsessed with material possessions because it's a sentimental or some type of status. You're obsessed with social media when you're constantly checking for notifications, looking for validation, and comparing yourself to other people. You can also become obsessed with wealth. Now people become obsessed with wealth, power, and fame, and social power because they're constantly working towards it. And even now, one point in my life, believe it or not, I was obsessed with the gym. But to go a little deeper than that, the root was because I was looking for that validation from a certain person. So my obsession was the gym. When I got off work, I went to the gym. I didn't have time for nobody else. I was at the gym on the weekends. In the morning, I was at the gym. So that was an obsession of mine. My friends would be like, dang, can we hang out? They had to come to the gym, right? Then you have, I'm almost done. Then you have anxieties and fears. People become obsessed, right? And then they're scared of germs, illnesses, because they have, now I don't think this is, the hand washing thing is cool and cleaning, but I get it when it just becomes compulsive. And then
that's what OCD is.
Yeah. And so then the bottom line for me, as I was researching this, is that if you could constantly think about other things and other people, you don't have time to think about God. And so that's for me at 47. I'm like, yeah, that's true. When you constantly thinking about something else, why are you so obsessed with me? I don't know, but that's my take on obsession. Your turn.
That ain't your take on obsession. That's something you looked up.
But I agree with it. That's why I wrote it down.
What is your take on obsession?
It's weird. It's a mental health problem.
That still ain't telling me nothing.
It is. I'm telling you what it is.
You couldn't explain everything you said. Could you explain everything that you said instead of reading from a book?
I didn't write a book. I just took notes.
No, I'm saying, but it's like definitions. You coming up with definitions.
No, I'm not. I want to know what people was obsessed with, and so they gave me a thing.
So you never knew what obsession was?
I don't think I watch movies on Lifetime, but that's for people. There's other things that people are obsessed with.
Yeah, obsessed with a person.
And why? And how do you become obsessed with somebody? And why? Why are you stalking me?
Because they saying sometimes obsession is come from loneliness. Like if you've been lonely all your life and somebody show you some attention, you be obsessed with that person because you don't want to be lonely. I mean, you used to be lonely, and you don't want to be lonely. You want to like, no, I can't be lonely no more. So that person show you a little bit.
That's still mental, but go ahead.
Yeah, obsession is a mental illness. Most of the time, it's mental illness.
Oh, okay, that's what the obsession is for me.
Yeah, but you hear the song when I say obsession is a mental illness. I think you need a session. Obsession is a mental illness. Anything you can have good obsession, bad obsession.
What's a good obsession? It takes up too much of your time and it's consuming me. So what is it?
Just like you said, God.
Well, that's different. Because you allow him to lead, so that's the best obsession. But what else outside of God would be a good obsession? The gym, that consumes you. I don't have time for nothing else.
Working.
Eating, then you don't spend time with your family. You lose out on life. You're not even experiencing stuff. Give me another one. Okay.
Losing weight.
That is, okay.
No, I'm just saying it's good obsession. I ain't
For
saying.
how long? Do people stop being obsessed?
No, because a lot of times you got to get, like when you're working out, you got to get obsessed to work out. Because any little thing will
stop being lazy.
Deter you from working out.
That's what that is. Yeah, and stop making excuses.
Yeah, that's what I say. So sometimes, like it's say you got to lose yourself. So if you lose yourself, you got to be obsessed with working out. You know what I'm saying? You lose yourself, you got to be obsessed to wanting to build your brand, build your...
Is that really obsession though? Just dedication?
I mean,
determination?
Because you can put all of it together. You can put addiction, you can put obsession, all that together. But you got to be obsessed because, you got to lose yourself. So once you lose yourself... In
the Lord, not in nothing else.
You got to be obsessed.
Okay.
And I mean, like I said, it's good till it's bad. Like you said, till it's bad.
Then one end of the structure. Yeah, you got to be, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's... it's an obsession that if you falsely believe you love somebody or you want to be with somebody and you falsely believe someone in love with you.
Mm-hmm. Lifetime.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, one of them Tubi movies. It's called
Crazy.
Erotomania or something.
Oh, that's the name of the movie.
No, that's the name of what it's called.
Oh, the obsession name.
Yeah, you're obsessed with someone who you just know they want to be with you.
And they don't.
And they don't want to be with you for real.
Do they even know who you are?
They don't even know who you are. you love this person. You see this person. It's like it could be a person you see. You go to Starbucks all the time, and you see this person. They just give you a smile, hey, and you just ooh, and they be so fine or something. Oh, they so fine. They smiling at me. They want me. And they really don't want you. They just being cordial. But you obsessed to the fact that this person smiled at you, that this person give you some type of attention. Because you already obsessed with, you already like this person and you didn't fall in love with this person.
You don't even know the person.
You can fall in love, you can fall in lust or whatever.
Yeah, lust.
The person, people do it all the time. You fall in lust with superstars that you'll never meet. But you just be, when they on the screen, you be, oh my God, be wet.
Oh my goodness.
So it's just like there's a fixation. You got a fixation of this person. Like, ooh, You know what I'm saying? Like when women be thinking about Iggy, what's his name? Yeah, and be, oh my God, or Denzel. Ooh, like Pam on Martin. Every time they say Denzel, she be, got a fixation of a person who never probably don't even know who you are, who probably won't never even make that step with you.
Mm-hmm.
So and then you want to be so obsessed, but they won't reciprocate the obsession to you.
Mm-hmm.
So now you mad because you obsessed with this person, but they won't reciprocate it. So it's just a lot of mental illness with it, and it's all about insecurities too.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I think if you obsessed with something, you insecure about something. Like if you obsessed with, just say you never had a cute or attractive mate. You get a mate. You're obsessed with that person, and you don't want to let them go because you never had that type of person before. So you'd be so obsessed, and that it's just a mental illness because you have it all in your mind. Like OCD is an obsession.
Mm-hmm.
You want to clean all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing can be out of place.
Yeah, nothing can be out of place.
You will wake up out your sleep if you know something is wrong.
Yeah,
To check it, to clean it.
Then they were saying something about you like to count. Like she like to count every time she sees something, she want to count it. That's an obsession.
What? What?
Like if just say I put some money right there, you said let me count that.
That's not even true.
It's not true.
It's not.
It's not true.
When?
You always do that.
Not always.
And then
First of all, he had money delivered. Money was delivered to him the other day. And
I didn't even have to say all that.
But the point is, I was about to put it in a drawer. He told our son to count it. I allowed him to count it. I could care less. It wasn't my business.
You said you wanted to count it.
I didn't want to count that money. So, like, you talking about passing, I might just want to put the 20s in order, and as I was putting them in order, I counted them.
And that's obsession too.
Oh, well.
I said when you have to put it in a certain, have money a certain way.
You can't have them backwards and one face, and that's just weird.
But I do that too.
That could be my experience because I worked with money for a couple of years.
So yeah, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
But and like when she said something about germs, I think that's kind of mean.
True, but that's not. I can understand why you like that because colds, flu, and then we had COVID. That just made sense.
Yeah,
I think you just like to just keep wash your hands. That just makes sense.
Yeah, then my
but
mom always be on us. Used to always be on us while washing her hands.
They consistently where their hands are always in water, cleaning them. Like it's just like I don't want to be touched or nobody. People don't even leave their house because of germs. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got
or fear.
Because at first I used to want to wear a mask all the time. I'm like, man, I can't even be wearing no mask all the time. I can't be doing all that. But then they got borderline personality disorder. It's an obsession.
Explain, what is that?
It's like a fear of abandonment.
Mm.
You know, you in an unstable relationship. And you're making the relationship unstable because you don't want this person to leave. So you
can't make nobody stay.
Following them around.
Too much time.
You know, so because you're free. You don't want to be lonely. That's what loneliness comes into. You don't want to be lonely, and you don't want to be abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that fear of abandonment. So that's borderline. Personality disorder.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of the attachment disorder.
This is all coming from obsession.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's because you infatuate. It's like an infatuation with something. Mm-hmm. When you got an obsession with a person, you infatuated with it. You know what I'm saying? Like people be obsessed with babies. Like when babies first come out. They be so infatuated and obsessed with a little bitty baby. Like, ooh, this baby. Because the baby be so cute, baby be so innocent. When they turn 18,
they out the door.
Yeah, your obsession probably
probably when you start talking.
But and I also got when I could be gone, and it's an obsession too. And I'll be like, "Dang man, did I lock the door?"
Mm.
And I always did I turn
the light on the radio or whatever.
Yeah, that's an obsession too. That's I forgot what that obsession was, but that's an obsession. And I mean, I do it. I know.
I do it too, but I always turn back around.
Yeah, sometimes I do, and then sometimes I just be
just
like,
to
man,
make sure I lock the door or turn the radio on.
Yeah, I just be hoping to
or leave a light on so we won't come back to a dark house.
Mm-hmm. Cause it's just so much, you know, like the urge, like I said, the urge to count money, count objects, and I actually do that too.
You count objects?
I just count. I count objects because like if I'm at work, I'll be counting like just say I look at the time. I say, well, let's say I got an hour left, and I count every time I go over and drop something off or something, or you know, I'll try to put stuff in order, and I'll be counting them. So that's an obsession. It's limerence or something like that. It's an obsession. I just know. And then for when you need validation, you should never need validation from nobody. Either you're gonna do it or not. But that's an obsession. A lot of people need to be validated. You know what I'm saying? You need to be told, "Oh, I'm beautiful." You supposed to know that already. You shouldn't care about what somebody else, you know, say. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people might not think you're beautiful. What?
I was going to piggyback on what he said because before 47, I was one of them people that always required some type of validation from somebody.
Obsession.
And so, but now I realize that I don't need anybody's opinion or validation. But the gag is, this is the gag. So what he said was, so I'm like, but it was never about beauty for me, like, or am I cute? But people will give me a compliment. Instead of me saying thank you, I'd be like, you're so kind. That was so sweet of you. Appreciate it. And I was like, what do you mean? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, I don't have time for it. But that's different, right? But that was so funny that he said that. I never needed it because to say you're beautiful. I needed it for other reasons. Like, do you think this or do you think that?
No. Let's get on that. It could be.
Are you talking about me still?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I wasn't talking about you the first time.
Okay.
You brought it up.
Okay.
But that made me think of something.
Sure. Go ahead.
It could be a female. Like we were talking about a female.
Like a celebrity or just anybody?
It was a female. She like, oh. You know, and she would get upset because she feel like people are cuter than her and stuff like that. So
people are prettier than I am, though. That's realistic.
She say everybody prettier than her. She would say everybody.
I think people
like, and I be and they be pissing me off sometimes because you know she prettier than me.
I'm not mad about it.
And be like, oh,
I'm not upset that someone else is prettier than I am.
Nah. But she said, like I said, she said everybody is prettier than her.
I'm giving everybody a compliment. If I'm in the bar,
that's low self-esteem.
This is true.
And
this is true.
Get all that. So it pisses me off every time she do it.
You just say.
And I always tell her it makes me mad because you keep saying that. Yes, you do. Because I sit there and I say, you get on my nerve doing that. And you don't even sit up and act like I don't.
I don't recall it, but okay, babe. I'm being honest. Maybe I be scrolling. I don't pay attention, but I don't know.
Yes, you do, because you're like, why you mad? Because every time you do that, I get pissed off.
Okay. All right.
She do it all the time.
I don't think I've done it in a long time, though. I don't recall.
You just done it.
Who was it?
I'm not going to say no names.
When was it?
We was, I showed you a picture of somebody. Oh, she pretty.
She probably is.
And I'm like,
he hard to even please. It could be somebody so gorgeous. He like, So I don't know. He don't know.
I wouldn't say but
he don't give nobody a compliment. It's hard to even get a compliment out of this man. So It doesn't even matter. She probably wasn't this fair. I don't think every time it's like a low self-esteem.
She say everybody pretty.
If they are, they are.
Everybody. I mean, I feel like I don't really call nobody ugly unless they come for me or something. Now they come for me and all this stuff, then it's a different thing. But I don't think nobody's ugly. But you ain't finna sit up and say everybody a dime and you.
I just said they was pretty.
You a penny.
Her face could be absolutely beautiful, but she might be built like SpongeBob or something. If I say she's pretty, she pretty.
Plus, body wise don't mean nothing.
It doesn't, but I can still say she's pretty though. If her face is pretty,
but you always say they're prettier than you.
It doesn't matter if they are. Whose feelings is hurt about it?
What you mean? Who's feeling hurt?
I'm not upset about it.
That pisses me off.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. Continue on. Let's move on to something. This is becoming an obsession. Why are you so obsessed with it?
Yeah, you're obsessed with it.
I'm not.
Yeah. But it's a delusional jealousy.
What?
It's a delusional jealousy.
I'm not jealous of nobody.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You are jealous. I ain't saying you are in this part, but you are jealous.
I'm not jealous of nothing. No, I can't see me being jealous.
Okay. But the delusional jealousy is a disorder.
I'm not delusional jealousy.
It's like
That will not stand.
when you said what?
I said that won't. I can't let that stand.
Do you even know what delusional?
That sounds diabolical.
Jealousy
Yeah,
what?
delusional. That's delusional.
It's because you thinking that your mate is cheating, and you jealous because of the fact of the person is cheating, and the person don't even be cheating.
What? No, that don't apply here. I never thought she was cheating on me, babe.
Yes, you did.
Was we married?
Yeah.
No.
You always be saying that stuff.
What I say? You make me feel like I'm an alcoholic. What did I say?
You're alcoholic.
What did I say?
But I got to wait 90 days. every 90 days.
That's a joke. You got to wait 90 days for what?
I got to wait 90 days for every 90 days.
Shut up.
Every 90 days, I got to wait 90 days. So you know that man ain't nothing happening.
I just told y'all this on the last episode, so you know that's not true.
Yeah, she told you that.
Because of him, though, not me.
Yeah,
You can't come for me with the same thing I just used last time.
I'm not, but
I was speaking the truth.
but it's the truth.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Is that the truth?
Mm-hmm. You don't have to wait 90 seconds. What are you talking about?
I tried to pop lock and drop earlier. and yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So
I told you was being silly.
She be laughing for no reason. She always talk about
I thought she was being silly.
It's always
you weren't trying to pop nothing.
I thought you.
You
it's
said
always.
it's
never.
I'm about to start recording. This don't make no sense. This dude is off the chain.
Because you know I'm telling the truth.
That's not true.
You just said it last week and you try to put it on me. And
I'm trying to remember what you said before I even saw that.
I tried to let you get your little lie off. I let you do your thing.
When?
But
what lie are you talking about?
because you said, they be saying it's the dust on it and all that stuff.
That's the doctor's office. It's the truth. That's 90 days. You go back and they be like, dang.
But then my doctor telling me that I need to do more activity.
And I be throwing it at you. You be like, I'm sleeping all this.
Throwing pillows.
Just go with it. I don't even know how this became a thing.
No, because
why are you so obsessed?
Because we were talking about some delusional jealousy.
All I wanna know.
That it's like cause yeah, she is. You see that?
I'm talking about for you because I don't know what you're talking about.
Nope. And then codependency is an obsession.
Okay.
So I guess that's an addiction too though. That's why I say
codependency.
Yeah, because you codependent on drugs and stuff like that. So that's an addiction. You know what I'm saying? If you codependent on your spouse or stuff like that. Like, I got to have so and so do this. I got to have my husband do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't codependency.
The storm. He can hear the noise before. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's an obsession. So it's a lot of obsessions out here that I can relate to. There's a lot of them I can relate to. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of y'all can relate to obsession because everybody got some type of obsession or have one in their life. Like I say, something it could be a good or a bad one, but if you have it so too long, that's bad. Can't be obsessed for so long about something. So yeah, she obsessed right now because you have your mind preoccupied, addiction,
Constantly.
what? Fixations, consuming passion.
What's consuming passion?
Consuming passion. You always want to be on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
What?
Consuming passion.
Shut up.
For germs. For something bad happening.
Yeah, that's good.
Uh,
Constantly.
yeah.
That's a sick world to live in.
I know because
Miserable.
and sometimes I do because I think that's being pessimistic too. You know what I'm saying? Because I always look at a lot of, well, I ain't gonna say always, but that's how I always used to be. I used to look at things pessimistic, in a pessimistic view. I never was an optimistic person because and that's my fear. That was my fear because so many things went wrong that I'm just knowing it's gonna go wrong. So I was always pessimistic, and if it went right,
Good.
it was good, but I still wouldn't like celebrate it because I'm like, don't nothing go right with me like that. Something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that used to always be my my take on stuff. I think I kind of got out of it a little bit because all my views, everything, I just looked at everything pessimistic from a pessimistic eye, and like I said, I changed a little bit because I guess when you get older, that don't care factor start kicking in, like F that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So,
Jeez.
well,
Nothing.
yeah. Anywho, we're gonna talk about podcast episode number 88 on obsession. If you feel like you had an obsession, let us know what was your obsession. When I was young, I was obsessed with sex. Or you could say I was addicted, whatever one you want to call it. But
You ain't alone.
I wasn't obsessed with her.
So he wasn't?
No. I just liked her.
I thought one time he was at kickball and then he was like, our movie was coming on. You guys ended practice early. So you come
Nah,
on.
that's a lie.
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
She's on.
No. But also putting somebody before you, that's a bad obsession too. You should never you're supposed to do for you too, but don't always run and do stuff for somebody else and don't do stuff for you. And you be lacking on your part, but you make sure everybody else good. That's an obsession. I can't think what's the name of that obsession.
I do agree because I think people will end up leaving you, failing you something. They won't be there like you there for them, and then two things break, right? So you obsessed with a certain item and it breaks, or somebody steals it, then your life is wrecked.
Yeah. So, let us know what kind of obsession you have. Because obsession is real and it's a mental illness. So, if you deal with obsession, I think you need to talk to someone. No, like I said, I think all of us dealt with it one time in our lives. I know I dealt with it. So, anywho, we want to
Give flowers.
who give flowers to?
Wherever you like, because I did it last time.
Who you give flowers to last time?
grieving families and people who had new additions to their families. Real quick, let me just shout out my sister and her husband's been married 12 years today. She also celebrated a birthday on Friday. And
You just said all that last episode.
I didn't say it. Oh, did I? Yeah. Well, I'm saying it again because it's fresh. And then I was saying how April was popping off. But now I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, well, it's fine. And then yeah, it's cool. So anyway, I want to say it because today is the day. That's okay. It's not against the law. That's it.
So you did your flowers there.
Get my flowers. You can get flowers. I just wanted to say that.
No, you get flowers because you messed up I was in the moment of thinking about giving flowers.
I can't
and you messed up my train of thought.
Oh, okay, I apologize.
We'll give flowers to the Easter Bunny. I don't know why, but we're gonna give flowers to Easter Bunny. But this is Easter, so
Happy Resurrection Sunday.
We just hope everyone is enjoying their day. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people in church, a lot of people, have their little dinners and their little Easter egg hunts and all that stuff.
Y'all got some rest too.
Yeah.
Some of us gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, some people gotta go to work. But what, you throwing shots again?
No, I'm not. I'm never throwing shots.
She always be throwing shots.
If yours was real, I'd be out of here.
Huh? If mine was real.
Your shots. Fired. Shots fired. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't get what she just said.
It's okay. You're a genius, so I know you got it.
Nah.
Could never miss it.
If mine was real.
If your shots that you fired would
what shot did I fire?
Oh my goodness, just come on.
No, I want to hear this.
I don't remember.
Don't y'all want to know what she talking about?
I'm not subliminal.
Because I want to know what she talking about. She is so upset she made a shirt and put her face on the shirt and told me to wear it. Look at that. You see that?
That is not true.
She made me wear it everywhere.
No.
Every time I go to the store.
That is funny.
She was like, you need to wear this shirt.
You wore that shirt to the store today?
Yeah.
You wore that shirt for this moment. That is funny.
Why would I wear it for just a moment?
Because to make that point, and that was a gift to you for our anniversary, so that is not
That's
true.
A gift. Come on. It's just like with what was that? Fancy on Jamie Foxx show put a big old picture of her and him.
Craziness. Oh well.
What? Because you ain't got nothing to say about it.
But
right?
that's not because I thought she was obsessed with. I was obsessed with myself.
No, you was obsessed, and you had the.
What did I have to do?
You had the.
Oh my goodness! It's not an obsession. It's called a girlfriend white shirt.
Delusional jealousy. She was like, "Hey, you gonna make sure you got
this
your
is
face."
only your second time wearing it, so
get out of here.
That's the only time you said you want me to wear this shirt. You wore it, and then
she didn't make stuff up. She didn't make stuff. See, I told you.
You can count how many times he wore the shirt. Nah, he doesn't wear it all the time.
Nah, I told you.
It was in the bottom of his pile. That's why I'm like, do you want to wear the shirt?
I don't even go nowhere.
You can use it as a night shirt. I don't really care.
Yes, you do. You gonna wear this shirt today? We go out to eat. You gonna wear this shirt?
Did you wear it?
Did the waitress be looking like, oh yeah. Yeah, but she ain't got my face on nothing.
I do have your face on something. I was on the cover of my book. I'm sorry.
Look at it. Yeah, it's a joke at it.
No, it's not.
She's obsessed.
With what? What am I obsessed with?
You got an obsession? I don't know. But anywho, we want y'all to go listen, download the song Obsess. King War, J Smooth is out now, and all the other songs is out now. We want y'all to go watch episode from 1 to 87. It's out now all on YouTube. And we want y'all to help us get up to 10,000 subscribers. We're going to get there if you let us get there, y'all. You said what?
Oh, nothing bad.
So, my thing is, you obsessed with me? Yeah, she obsessed with me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywho, like I do every year in April, I put flowers on all my people who passed in April. So I did that. I do that, and I hope when I can't do it no more, my kids keep that going on. So, anywho, this is your co-host Banana.
And Cuddles.
Cuddles. And I'm gonna be obsessed with porn because I don't get it.
Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful he lives. My God.
Who lives?
Jesus. Now let's go.
And what that got to do with?
Because I was ready to exit left. Let's go.
Why don't you rub some? Instead of rubbing the wet on, but you gonna rub some wet stuff off the thing.
Oh my goodness. Anywho.
You a grown woman.
Good night. It doesn't matter.
What?
It doesn't matter. Everybody can tell that we're grown. We both have grays. We're over the age of 45.
Well, yeah, you way over the age of 45.
Actually, I'm 47.
Get out of here. Anywho, what we gonna do? We gonna see you at the end of the road. Like,
Meet me at the crossroads.
what's this like?